Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are indeed back. Want to apologize for the technical difficulties. Y'all know how it is. What we do over here at the RTIM, it's always something. But anyway, y'all didn't miss anything. I was just getting over the introductions. Can everybody hear me? Please let me know. Once again, 759 Minx Couture. We are here. We got some topics to cover. A lot of topics, actually. So I hope you guys are ready to get into it. But before we do, like I was saying before, my co-host told me that nobody could hear me. Head on over to Mink Show Podcast, hit that merch tab, get you some Mix Mafia merch. You know what I'm saying? Hats, coffee cups, socks, pens, sticky notes, whatever it is she got. Go ahead and show your support. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Mink. See, that's what I'm talking about. Just support your, small businesses, black owned businesses and all of that. And yeah, minxradio.com is where it's at. You know what I mean? Uh, like I said, like I said earlier, rtimshow.com. The website is up. It is now live. Go on over there and be a part of the squad. You know what I mean?
Woody Wood.
Be a part of the gang. Uh, shit. What's going up there with you, Minx?
Firecrackers.
Still.
Still.
Uh,
These motherfuckers grinding my gears all up until about 4 o'clock this morning.
Damn. No respect.
Something's got to give. This is out of control.
Of course.
Like soon I'm gonna have to snap, crackle, and pop one of these dudes, one of you FBI dudes, um, who is supplying these damn kids with this shit.
Oh,
Like, come on.
they just
Well,
randomly giving them out.
yeah, I'm like, ain't no stimulus money is getting people money like that to have Macy's Day Parade type shit. Like, no way.
Nah, ain't no way in the world. Y'all know better than that. And like I said last night, we heard a little something. It wasn't like to the effect of hours and hours on end. It was a couple of kabooms, and then it stopped.
Yeah, I'm about to kaboom kaboom mofos very soon.
But once again, for those with PTSD and for those that got pets and little babies, I do feel for you. But I don't know what the hell's going on. People on Twitter still complaining about it. It's all over the 50 states.
Yeah,
It,
it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's all over. Um, but yeah, it's just it, and you know what? I don't really care at this point. But when you startling up my little one, you know what I'm saying, waking
yeah,
her up 4 o'clock with her crying and shit,
that's
kind of makes me
disrespectful.
feel, yeah, it kind of makes me feel murderous.
Oh Jesus! So your name's
Yeah,
gonna go from Minx Merciless to Minx Murderous?
it's gonna go from Minx to it's gonna go to that to Minx Merciless, and then it's gonna go to Minx docket number 4. You
Orange is
know,
the new blackhead ass.
that is gonna go from that to it's gonna head over to that inmate number 306.
Yeah, right. Ah, Lord, I can see the mugshot now.
Yeah, they're wilding.
But
But yeah, that's fucked up. And people that don't understand, like they just don't understand. And I don't really think, again, I don't think it's just some random kids doing dumb shit. I just
of
think
course it's
it's
not.
it's all tied together. But we ain't gonna get on no you know Illuminati. Yeah, we ain't gonna do that to y'all.
Yeah, that is kind of
It's suspect.
it very much is. And for like young kids to oh snap, I never did change the camera. Oh, there we go. To damn, I'm slipping. Uh when you got little kids, not even little kids. Did you see the video that took place, I guess, in Harlem? Someone put up a video of someone with some firecrackers in
Oh,
Harlem last night. Yeah, he threw it at a
um,
homeless person.
yeah, I posted that earlier today. I
Oh,
found it on Twitter this morning.
that's where I saw
Wasn't
it.
to chase clout or nothing like that. Some people was accusing me of, why would you, bitch? I didn't see it on channel 4. I didn't see it on channel 5. I didn't see it on channel 2. I didn't see it on channel 7, 9, or 11. So we're independent platforms, and I have a platform. And
I,
if I'm
I
going to
really
really,
hope people don't start looking for the news to report the important shit because they just might not.
they don't. And that's why I said, I was like, I got the podcast, I got this, I got the platform, you know. Um, the real news is not being reported. And I didn't see any outlets talking about that at all. So that's why I posted it. I wanted people to see what was going on because Twitter. That's why I keep telling everybody. Like as much as I like Instagram, um, Twitter seems to be more of a sure bet, real time shit going on.
Yeah, that's where you get your news. That
Yeah,
and
that's
and it's crazy that you would depend on a social media site to give you the news, but
well. Technically, I had to think about it one day. I was like, "What is Twitter? Like, what the fuck is Twitter? What is that? What is that all about?" And when I was doing my research, the first thing you see is that they say that it's a microblogging site.
really,
So, yeah, Twitter is a microblogging site. That's why in the beginning it was 140 characters,
mm-hmm.
and that's when those days were great. But it's a blog. Twitter's a blog. People don't know that.
Oh shit.
When you think about it, and the shit that's been posted and why everything gets taken. That's why I say it's weird how my tweets are, they do pretty well, but my tweets they get more traction when I screenshot it and post it on Instagram.
And
It's a
that's why,
blog.
and that's wild because Instagram isn't like built for that. It really isn't built for that.
No, it's not. But
It's
that's why I say it's kind of good because when you watch the news, mhm,
hmm?
you kind of breaking up a little bit.
Oh no, go ahead. Do your thing. Do your thing.
Oh no, I was going to say, when you watch the news and shit, and they're taking information, they always pull from Twitter first before they do Instagram. They don't ever say so and so did an Instagram post over a Twitter first post.
Mm-hmm. Because Facebook is too busy trying to discredit, put people in what they call Facebook jail. They're too busy trying to police, people's First Amendment rights, which is why, except a few people that I do follow, yeah, I normally get a lot of my news from Twitter. Not even the local stuff, like the local stuff. We got local sites. I got banned from commenting on our local news Facebook page. I didn't say anything or do anything that was considered against their rules and regulations, but I guess because I rubbed someone the wrong way because they were really showing themselves, I had to humble them, and I guess they
You
went.
pulled them in? Oh my god.
I had to, like, their color was showing, and it wasn't cute, so I had to stoop down to their level, and I probably got
I've
told
been,
on, and I got I can't comment on the page no more.
man, they did you fucking dirty.
For real. And I hit them up. I'm like, whoever's the administrator for the WSET site, like, what did I do? What did I say to no longer be able to comment? And it's not just me. It's quite a few handful of us who are of a certain complexion that can no longer comment on the WSET sites. And if you happen to run across a couple of stories, especially anything that is Liberty University related, you're not going to be able to comment because they don't want you to.
Yeah, because everything is being censored
And
as we
people are
speak
being sensitive. That's the problem. Too many people are being sensitive.
and censored.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? That's why now I literally said to myself, I don't even use like I'm gonna stop using social media for, I'm not gonna say expressing my opinion, but I'm gonna use my platform to express my opinion now
Got to.
because I feel like certain people like I had tweeted the other day, you know, I was like, well, I really think that people need to have their own websites. And some people met me with, that's dumb, people hit me in my DMs asking me, what's your suggestions? I say this. If I'll give you a perfect example. Matt PFV, right? My homie.
Hmm.
So he's been doing, song reviews. I mean, he has a very large platform. So he's giving back by allowing people to get heard. And you and I both know how YouTube is, copyright this, copyright that.
Yeah.
But this is what they don't get is that we're not playing music to be spiteful. We're not trying to steal a stream. We're not doing that. We're just
Y-
we're showcasing. We're
Yeah, we're
doing
not here to make money off the artist. If anything, we're helping the artist make the money. We're not getting anything from that.
yeah, I mean there's been a couple of times that I've been on review shows that, there was an artist that they played that I was like, yo, like there's even artists that I've played that those artists hit me up and say that, they got some fans off of my show. So I'm like, if we helping the underground, if we're, you know, look at the XXL and all these places, you know, they're not giving back to the community. They're allowing fucking garbage, to be advertised, in my opinion. And they keep dick riding like Takashi and all these people. Like
Right.
that's just corny to me. Like if we're doing something malicious, I get it. If we're playing music just to clown people, like, oh, do you hear this shit? I get you doing that. Like, I
Right.
get people
Right.
people saying, I'm not. But if an artist is giving, even for my music on my show, I'm like, if I'm hitting y'all up and saying that this is my song, I'm playing it on my show, and you're gonna flag my shit, that just kind of makes me feel like, is it even worth it? Like advertising anything, you
Yeah.
have to have your own shit. And so people say, oh well, I don't think people I don't think people are actually going to go um and go to a website. How do you know that? People go to Worldstar. Worldstar has an Instagram. They have a
I
Facebook
remember
page.
when Worldstar used to be like lit. And that was before the it became a fight page. Like Worldstar was like, yeah, Worldstar fell off.
That you said it became a fight page.
It became a fight page. Like Worldstar was the place for indie artists to be heard and seen. A couple of our local artists were highlighted on Worldstar. Uh, Unfortunately, people are such critics that the one that we championed here was met with some, oh my gosh, who told her she could rap? Oh my gosh, she looks like Miss Piggy. Oh my gosh, she sounds so nasal. Oh my gosh, who told her she could rap? It's always going to be those people. But Worldstar was the place for the indie artists, and then all of a sudden you hear Worldstar and two ratchet bitches fighting, pulling off clothes, titties everywhere. Like that's when you knew Worldstar fell off, and now nobody even looks at Worldstar anymore. Not to, hey, I need some exposure, let me go here. Nobody does that anymore. They fell
Right.
off. They fell off. Fell off. AWF off. But anyway,
Completely.
completely. But
But that's like one of the reasons why I be getting so frustrated because I'm like, you know, where do we, people they always want these celebrities and shit to be like, oh, um, can you play my shit? Now I see why they don't want to play your shit.
right.
I see now because they ain't trying to get flagged.
And
They're not.
and as much as I really support the indie artists, every day I'm getting emails saying that the videos are getting flagged. Last night's live got muted. So
Really.
yeah, like I said before, though, I do applaud and appreciate those who take the time to copyright their songs. And while that's good and dandy, you know, there's some red tape with trying to get around all of without getting flagged. It's a lot of red tape that I do not want to go through. But like you said, we're not here to make money off the artist.
Yeah.
Roller is one of our biggest supporters, and I will get flagged every day, every time I play Guilty, or if I play her any song that she got, I will get flagged, and that's okay. I will never be able to monetize the YouTube channel, and that's perfectly fine because I'm here for the artist. I'm here for the
Yeah.
indie artist. I'm not here to make a dollar off of their artwork. That's not me.
Yet you have all these other people that have large platforms and they're not getting flagged. It's only the small people.
At all. Oh, and also stop charging people $5 to play their song. Stop charging people to play their music. Because you know what? At the end of the day, all the indie artists got to do is go on their own live and play their own music for all of that. If they send it to you for a critique, why they have to pay for a critique? I
Well,
don't. Well, I don't know how much you charge for critiques. I'm not talking about you, but I'm talking about the ones that's like, yeah,
no, no, no. I totally get it. I mean, if I'm a pay, like I've paid for critiques before, right? Like, shout out to Big Seven, um, with his show. He charges what, $30 for a critique, and then if you want to be played instantly, like whoever the fuck is being played at that moment, and you pay $60, he'll stop
jump you
whatever's
to the front
playing.
of yeah.
Which it makes sense because I've seen it with my own eyes, even though I can't stand this motherfucker.
Oh boy.
But I've seen Funk Master Flex tune in to his live. I've seen like people that has been in the game tune into his live. So that part I get because you actually have a following like that where, you know, you have potential industry people that may say, "Oh, I like that artist. What's their name? What's their info?" And he could put you on. So that's his like his plug fee. So that
Okay,
makes
okay.
sense.
Well, now that when you explain it like that, then yeah, I can kind of.
That makes sense. But there are a lot of I'm talking about these bum ass Facebook people that smoking a blunt, you know what I'm saying? And they literally just don't have any connects. They can't put you on.
Cameras
They
all blurry.
yeah, and they're playing it off of a blown fucking Windows PC speaker. Talk about this is fire. $5 to skip the lines. You nigga, you need $5 for some new speakers.
And that might be why you charge them. Why you bullshitting? Ah, but no, but I'm not here to knock anybody. You know what? I'm not even here to knock anybody's hustle because at one
I
point,
am.
because at one point I was charging for interviews, but for that $20, you was getting a week's worth of promo plus my hard work. And these lights are not free, honey. So if you're gonna be, you know, hey, you want me to dedicate 2 hours to you and play all of your music and promote you all week? Yeah, but some of y'all need to know how to charge, when to charge, and to look in charge. If,
But
if,
here's
if
the
that if that
question.
if that makes sense, you can't be sitting there like you say, rolling up a blunt, wearing dirty ass clothes, looking a mess.
Dirty ass fingernails while you rolling up talking about
Send me your
y'all
music.
feeling this? Y'all feeling this record? I'm like, can we hear it over you opening your fifth bottle of Henny, my
Oh my
nigga?
god, priorities, people. Like if you want people to take you serious, you have to take yourself serious first. You got to do that. Like I don't see myself paying high price for some low quality shit. Like even if it's not in a studio, even I mean, at least sound like you give a shit. Like get a mixer, get an audio interface. It's not hard.
Yeah, and as much as I love counseling people, people that are starting their journey, their podcast journey or their radio station journey, I always say the same thing. Okay, this shit is not for everybody.
Oh
It's
no.
not. Um, it takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of consistency. It takes a lot of being told you're not good enough for anybody to invest in your platform that you're building. um, it comes to the point where you're just like, you know what? I may not be, Angie Martinez, even though a lot of people in the Bronx say that I'm probably the next Angie Martinez.
Oh, don't do
Um,
that.
yeah, I'm like, can y'all like not do that? Because but I get the whole, get why they say that because Angie Martinez is a rapper, I'm a rapper, and she done had some bops. I'm not even going front.
Yeah, and she got some. Yeah, she got some bars.
And she got bars, but it was obviously, see, the whole concept of being in radio is that you are that plug because you have listeners and you have people that go based on your ear. This is why I say these websites like Worldstar and shit like that, they don't stay around long, or they just don't have the core concept of, I wouldn't pay for no fucking Worldstar anything. I wouldn't even pay for that because I'm like, look, when you have a platform, first thing I'd be asking people, what is promotion at that point? What is promotion? A lot of people can't answer to me what promotion means. And I say promotion is when you have a person, which obviously the big time promoters back in the day were the DJs.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the niggas that put you on, or the bitches that put you on. If your DJ was like, I ain't playing this in my set tonight, sorry, honey, come back with something better. Your feelings got hurt. You didn't care about if it was an industry bigwig that said they didn't like your record. The DJ was your umbilical cord to your career.
Yeah.
So it's not
But
like
see,
that.
the problem is now they don't even look to the DJs anymore.
Yeah, the DJs. That's why I say one of the pluses with this quarantine was when the DJs were coming out of the woodwork, and I say woodwork because that's just what it is. What's up, DJ G1?
Speaking of,
Um, yeah, he's dope. He's definitely dope. Um, Also, an artist as well, and he has a good ear. He's actually promoting. Shout out to City to Great. I was just looking at your numbers. I'm very, very, very excited, for him. City has been grinding so hard. But as a person that is a radio host, you're the DJ, and I'm just DJ scratch and sniff.
yeah, that's her new name. That's the
That's my new
name.
name, DJ. So we have a good ear. So when you have now, I'm like, okay, is it now DJs have now turned into playlist curators, perhaps?
DJs were, in fact, the first curators.
They were.
I will go that far. Yeah,
They were the first curators.
they were the make 'em. They were the make or break.
Yeah. And that's why I say now, like when it comes to blogs and shit, like this is why I my vision of Minx Radio and where I want to take it is just so crazy because again, a lot of people think Minx Radio is just Minx Radio because my name is Minx. Minx has always been money involved, no exceptions. That was my rapper name. Then for when it comes to my the station, it's music involved, no exceptions. It says that for a reason.
Hmm.
So I just feel like we're losing that audience, and I want to bring it back, and working with bloggers and working with people that's going to be able to bring that element back because I used to love reading articles on artists that I've never heard of, and it was way before the interview scene because interviews now is just so everybody's doing it,
Hmm.
and it's just like, okay, yo, I'm gonna be on this interview, okay, but I heard the last three, ain't shit changed.
Right. That's the one thing that I think artists, because it's plural, are lacking. They're lacking artist development. No one's teaching them how to sit in a room and conduct themselves without being fidgety, without having just small talk, not really having anything interesting to say. Like, you wouldn't know how to conduct an interview if the host kept trying to divert the conversation another way. You don't know how to direct it back towards you because, hey, that's why I'm here. We're here to talk about me, my project, my shows, my this. If you don't know how to navigate through that, then you're
Right.
not ready for the music game. And I think
Now
that's
you
what a lot of artists are really missing right now is that development. Okay, this is how you sit in a room. You don't fumble with your phone. Like I've had plenty of interviews where the artist was just sitting there fumbling with their phone while we're discussing topics, and they barely contributed towards the topics or anything like that because if I wasn't directly speaking to them and asking them about what they were doing, they won't want to say nothing. And that's not how you. Suppose someone big was watching the show and they saw you do that. Oh well, he don't. She don't give a shit about what's going on. He fiddling with the phone. She answering phone calls in the middle of the. Come on now. You want to be taken serious? You got to take yourself serious first and foremost.
Right. That's why I say all the time. There's a lot of artists, but not enough stars. You know what I'm saying? I hate
Yeah.
to say, I don't
No,
really
you're right.
feel,
No, you're right.
I hate to say it, guys, but it's fucking true. You know, a lot of y'all, you're great artists. You have amazing music. You have amazing artistry, but a lot of artists are they don't have that
That presence, they don't
like
have it.
you can look at Beyonce in, let's say, 2002, 2003, and you already knew, like, everybody says in these interviews and shit, like when they're doing it behind the story and shit, what's the first thing they said? I knew they were going to be a star. I knew they were going to be a star because you have that star quality. But
And you hear things like such and such had that take charge energy, and such,
yeah,
put herself out there in the forefront so people would notice her. That's how you get ahead.
but a lot of y'all, like, artists in general, they don't really feel that it's them holding themselves back. It's nobody really holding anybody back. It's yourselves, because you're trying so hard to emulate what you see, counting money, like counting money. What is up with people fucking counting
You
money?
know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Some of these artists out here are fucking lazy. Let's just put it out there.
Not
Y'all just
even lazy.
y'all just there to make music, sit in the studio, look stupid for 4 hours. Your engineer's charging you $260.
For a
You
photo
ain't
op.
in a photo op. You ain't got the first hook recorded. You ain't got shit done. All you got was a bunch of ad libs. I'm seeing videos of people bouncing around in the studio, but nobody's ever in the booth. Like, what are
Yeah,
y'all doing? And then,
everybody's working.
oh, but we working. Ain't nobody put. Shut up. No, you're not. No, the fuck you're not. I see it all the
And
time. Nobody's ever in the booth, but y'all out there on the boards, bouncing around, smoking. Yeah, we out here, we working.
I just feel like DJ G1 says they be
Yeah,
lying in the
they
studio.
lie in
They
the
do
studio.
that.
They lie in their lyrics. They lie. They just lie, and they're lazy with it, counting
This is,
money.
I'll tell y'all one thing that I feel, right? When it comes to being a musician to me is a spiritual journey for me. Okay. Fuck about whatever Beyonce is saying with charging up for crystals and shit. Okay. Being a musician to me
Don't
is a
get us shut
spiritual
down tonight.
what?
Don't get us shut down tonight.
I was about to say we got shut down. Well, damn
You
you.
done brought Beyonce up like 20 times in 10 minutes. We ain't trying to get. We
I
not
hear
trying
it
to.
already. Listen, girl.
Mm-mm,
I
mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Nope. Nope.
no, I'll put it to y'all like this. Music is a spiritual journey. Like y'all don't understand, and I'm gonna break it down so quickly. Okay, music. We'll start with the earth. The earth is at a vibration. Okay, we're on a vibration. We are consistently spinning. Okay, we are on this earth. Okay, DJ G1, relax.
Hold on a second. Wait. Whoa. I'm reading the comments like, bruh,
Relax. Don't don't have her yoink us up out of here with her
uh,
crystals.
right.
Uh, but here's the
I
thing.
would hate to see you disappear, DJ G1.
But he feels me. We feel each other.
It's been
Thank you,
real.
DJ.
It's been real
But
knowing you.
this is what I have to say about this. Okay, music is a spiritual vibration. When you make music, your goal in mind should always be either one or two things. DJs. It should be one of two things, either making people dance or making people feel a certain way, relating to them. Okay. A lot of the shit that's out here, I can't vibe with it. I can't relate to it. There's a lot of underground artists that I relate to better than mainstream because I'm like, I don't, I didn't wake up with 50 bitches in my bed. So I can't relate to that. Or
They
I
can't
didn't get
relate
locked.
to it.
They can't. But this stigma, it's like this whole perspective of what people think being a musician is just what annoys me because I'm like, why do I ask everybody, why do you make music? And if you come out your face talking about money,
I'm
I'm
trying to get
like,
the
okay,
bag. I'm trying to get the bag.
it's a fucking trap. You're
I'm
not a
trying to get the
musician.
bag.
I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to feed my. I'm trying to do this. I'm like, look, if you're not making music because it makes you feel good or you have a message that you're trying to give to the masses, then there's no point in you making music.
Like
There's no point.
you're giving all the default answers, man. I'm trying to get my mom up out the hood.
You can get your mom out the hood with a decent 401k, a job that allows you to have opportunities to advance, and yeah, invest in some stocks. I mean, I don't. You don't need to do music for that.
You
That's not a
definitely
reason.
don't need to be dancing in the videos counting fake ass Amazon money. That's
Yeah,
that wish money. Now that's what that is. That wish money.
I that's the other thing I don't get. When y'all get money, this is how I could tell motherfuckers don't have money. When you have money, you don't got to count it in front of people. You should know it's all there. That's the first thing. I'm just keeping it real.
Mickey D's is always hiring.
They always hiring. I may own a few. Who knows? But
Right, own a franchise. Hell,
the music business is a business. And if you don't understand how businesses work, if you don't understand how businesses move, then you don't need to be in the music business. You just need to be making your music and posting it up on SoundCloud and hoping for some streams.
right.
But if you in the same rat race with people that are serious about this shit. I mean, they are serious about this shit. Like
I, I'm, a,
Paulie Ray.
I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read a quote. My homegirl Stephanie from Limelight Management. She says everything in this music industry is a lie. It's all smoke and mirrors. And the reason this garbage music is able to take off, what she say? And the reason this garbage music is able to take off like it do because too many people pay attention to the magician and focused on him and not his tactics. Hip hop is dead and the magicians took over.
It's not just hip hop, it's everything.
Yeah.
Everything is dead. Pop is dead. Pop, like I'm a huge pop sing like into pop music, metal music, rock music. All of that shit is not the same. I mean, I heard a metal song the other day and I was like, I know this dude is not reaching into the mic about bitches and hoes. I just know he's not
And
doing
you
that.
never heard Aerosmith beef with Bon Jovi ever. Like that never happened.
You never see this shit. And a freaking metal singer talking, oh, I got haters. I'm like, wait. Those are not haters. They're supposed to be your enemies.
Like
That's
Kiss and Rolling Stone never had a beef. Like that shit just Dolly Parton and George Strait never beefed. Like you never see this shit ever happen in any genre of music but rap because everything is so well who ate who on the verse. Like once again like we discussed a couple of shows ago, if we're on a track collaborating, it doesn't matter who got the best of who on a track. It's why we
right,
collab. Oh
right.
Yo Minx ate that shit. Yo, she killed seven. Like this wasn't a battle. I didn't recall
That's
us
what I'm
battling.
saying. Who the fuck gets on a feature to outdo the person you're featuring with? Like that just never made any sense to
Never
me. Like,
made sense. Never
oh,
made sense.
I like Minx's verse better. Okay, but uh, why? I mean, we this is the same idea, just spit in two different, different ways. Like it's the same idea. So that's why I really don't get. City the Great says music has changed. Yes, music is never like I don't think music is ever going to be the same as it was. Like it made you feel, and that's because that's what the vibration of music is. It's not at a safe vibrational state. That's why when you listen to shit, it gets you all angry and upset for no fucking reason. You want to punch somebody in the face, and you
Oh
just
shit.
like why? Like what? I was just listening to face Trippy Red. Why do I want to punch somebody in the face and steal their weed? Or why do I want to do that?
Why do I want to do that?
Because it's
The last artist that made me want to hit somebody was either 3 6 Mafia or Uh, MOP. Annie Up is the only song that makes me want to go rob someone's grandma. Other than that, like, there should be no reason why, because it is a song about jacking folks, but there should be no reason why I'm listening to Post Malone and I'm ready to go sell some weed. There should be no reason why I have that feeling.
But here's why. What's up, Vicky? Here's
Vicky.
why. Now, remember what I said earlier about how the world is on a specific frequency. Now, back in, let's say, the 2000s, the 2000s, they had that music made you feel great. You know what I'm saying? You got memories connected to some of these songs. You know what I'm saying? The reason why is because before, I would say the end of, let's say, 20, I would say when it hit 2010, maybe 2015, I would give it that much. They changed the frequency, where it's actually tuned from 432 down to 430. Now, Jimi Hendrix used to tune his guitar to 432 hertz. Now, if you research why music has changed from 432 hertz to 430 hertz and even lower, why do you think people like back in the day, when you listen to the beats, them 808s wasn't like in your chest.
Absolutely not. They were
They
subtle,
wasn't
if
in
any.
they weren't in your chest. Them hi-hats were not clipping your fucking brain out
Crispy as
because
shit.
they they lowered the frequency. So if you're vibrating high and you're listening to music and melodic shit that's vibrating low, guess what's going to happen? You're going to be on a lower frequency. You're going to feel depressed, feel sad. These kids, oh, I don't want to live. I just want to die. I'm like, okay, you're listening to low vibrational music. So what the fuck do you think it's going to do to your subconscious? Of course it's going to fuck with you. But
Hmm.
go play some Jimi Hendrix or listen to music that's on the hertz of 432. I can guarantee you'll get a nice little pick me up. You'll feel like, I feel great. I'm in a great mood. And that's why now, which people, they have Spotify, they have all this shit. They have literal music that allows you to listen and get balanced, but they
Vicky,
don't.
Vicky, that's a really good question. That's a very good question. Uh, Rappers want to be edgy. They want to be trendsetters. They like I always called Drake a catchphrase rapper to me. That's what he's
Mhm.
always been to me, because he says things that it catches easy, and people use it as a caption. He's a caption rapper. A lot of these artists say edgy shit because I guess popping like 80 Xanax and sipping a whole gallon of cough syrup, I guess, is the move for some. Rest in peace to Juice World. But there's no reason why that should not even be in your lyrics at all. I don't care if you
Hey,
do
let me
live
tell you,
that. You should not put that out there for children. If you're supposed to be role models, you're not. Don't do that.
but then you have these people that say in the comments that celebrities are not supposed to be role models. I'm like, okay, but if you're a parent and you are supposed to be your child's role model, but you're always in your fucking phone, where else do you think they're gonna go look for a role model?
That's why kids are so wrapped up in iPhones.
Not even that. These kids, as a parent that watches everything my child watches, right? I be reading the comments because these are kids that are commenting. And these kids are like, oh, wow, I wish my mom was like that. What, paying attention to you? Because that sucks. So parents are even like a lot of parents, y'all sitting there crying about Mother's Day and fucking Father's Day, and y'all ain't acting like mothers and fathers. Your kids are what's the word? Your kids want attention. That's all they want. You don't have to be cringy and all up on them about it. You don't have to get on TikTok and do silly shit to relate to them. But these kids are looking up to these celebrities because they don't have nobody at home to look up to.
Hmm.
So let's just be real about it. Oh, my child would never listen to if I was to catch her to listen to Nicki Minaj. Okay, well, I'm glad, but you have to also understand that when your child goes to school,
They're going to be
they're
exposed
still
to it.
they How the fuck do y'all think I got exposed to, like, let's see, not like she was bad or anything, but let's say Pink, right? I didn't know who the fuck Pink was. I found out at the lunch table. Like most of us found out about cool shit or having conversations of what is considered cool.
Mm-hmm.
So parents need to really understand that when y'all come out and roasting these celebrities, fuck these celebrities, fuck them. I don't give a fuck about them. I don't care if they eat, sleep, and shit. Most of them don't. I don't really care about them. But don't sit there and hold a celebrity, accountable for your fucked up child. Just don't do it.
And you got to understand these celebrities are not as clean cut and wholesome as you think they are.
Right. Shout out to Vinny with his chopped cheese.
Oh, he's the one with the chopped cheese. Speaking of
Yeah,
cheese, Mink said
that's
cheese
my,
balls.
that's my little brother. I had two balls today.
Yeah, but this is the age where parents try to, like you say, relate to their children instead of raising their children. I don't have any, so once again, I can't tell you what to do. But
You can't,
I,
yeah, you can't be your kid's friend. That
you
no.
can be your kid's friend when it's. Some people got to know when to cut that off.
Vicky says, I feel like the artists and music from back in the day, considerably 90s, have more encouraging music. Yeah, because look, anything positive don't sell. Okay.
If it does,
Beyonce
and
can
if it
come
and
out,
if it does, it doesn't stick around long.
Beyonce can come out tomorrow and tell every woman, every black woman in her song that she could start her own business. She could do this. She could do that. She can go back to school. That shit ain't getting no traction. But if she comes out talking about charging crystals,
Well, you know what? She ran the numbers up on OnlyFans because everybody ran and jumped and got one. Oh my gosh,
that
Beyonce talking about starting on OnlyFans, demon time. We gonna start an OnlyFans to be a hoe. Like, no, 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 no.
Beyonce can say tomorrow, I want you to go and take an ice pick and put that shit through your face.
Oh,
And y'all will do it. Y'all will do it.
oh,
There'll
I
be
won't.
a bunch of people taking selfies. Look at me. I did what Beyonce told me to do.
And that's when
Like,
I'm no longer a fan of Beyonce. If she's telling me to take an ice pick, now if she told me to take an ice pick and go stab somebody else, then I have a
that's
list.
a good thing. And
I have,
just to clear some shit up, I don't hate any of these celebrities. I just don't fuck with them. That's just, they who are they? I grew up around celebrities my whole life. So I don't really fucking get like excited like girl like oh my god I used to literally like be chilling and a celebrity or somebody would walk into my dad's studio and I'd just be like, "Oh, okay." Like I just don't get, you know, barbed out and shit. Like I just, no beehive over here. I just don't do that. But to some people that do, I really am concerned because that seems like a mental health issue to me that you would dedicate an entire page to someone that doesn't know you exist. Like that's just fucking weird to me.
yeah, I agree. But I
But I'll
I
tell you
I, I
when I
do I do like Beyonce, but I'm not gonna go as far as when I say I'm part of the Beehive. I say that loosely because I do like Beyonce's music. I really don't dig into like how we did yesterday with the new track, and I really don't pay attention to that portion of her life. I try to stay away from that. But
but I blew your mind earlier, didn't I?
man, look, I hid in the bushes. I ain't got time for none of that. Nope, you won't have me over here googling
Like what?
occult type shit.
Uh,
Like, what's she into?
Minx, are we really doing this? I'm like, oh well, these are articles. Like I ain't gonna lie about no
Hey,
article.
they were there, and I do remember that Azalea Banks shit. I was like, yo, that
Yeah,
makes total sense.
they all into that.
But
Vicky says, take Aaliyah with the fact that she wasn't in video showing everything to the world. Rest in peace. Yeah, she
and
really.
it was the fact that she didn't show everything just made her that much more beautiful, sexy. Even the one eye with the hair, the sunglasses, with the Tommy jeans, boxers, just
It was
over top the
mysterious.
pants.
It was mysteriousness,
It was
and that's
mysterious, and
why.
she showed that side of her. That's why so many girls wanted to be like Aaliyah, and I can totally get that.
I
However,
yeah,
I think if she was alive today, Her and Beyonce will be battling for numbers. I
What?
really believe that.
If Selena was still alive, there would be no Beyonce. Okay, Beyonce would be working
No,
for
it
MTV.
no. It'll be a Beyonce. It would be, but not
She would be
at
working
this,
for MTV.
not at this height. Nope.
No, she would not be. She would not be as because look, when Aaliyah died before, she was at her prime. She was getting ready to launch like really big movie. She had movie deals,
Mm-hmm.
and then of course, when she passed, what's the first movie deal that Beyonce got? I'm Foxy Cleopatra.
Really? Did you? Oh my God! Don't do that.
Vinny says, Aaliyah made sexual music, but it wasn't degrading to women. Yeah, rock the boat. I was singing that shit, and then my mom was like, "Do you even know
Do
what
you
the
know what
lyrics
you're
say?"
singing? I'm
I
sitting
was like,
there
"Oh,
googling like, oh,
she's
work,
on a boat. She's
work,
she's on a boat, and she's rocking it with her dancing." And she's like, "Well, a horizontal polka, if that's the type of dance you're talking about."
rock the boat and work the middle and change positions.
See,
And
I was
stroke
thinking
it.
that okay, I was thinking that the change positions was like, okay, I'm gonna be the captain, and then now I'm not.
She said, "Now I'm not." Like, yeah,
This
put
is
that
this is
into
me
that.
thinking that shit.
Yeah, no, put that into the list of songs that we had no business singing, but hey, it was a bop, and we just yeah.
Oh yeah,
However, I do
yeah.
enjoy listening to Lil Kim, but I didn't hear her music till I was much older. I first got my taste of Lil Kim when I was, let's see, early part of high school, I think.
Damn, you cutting out, bruh.
I don't know why.
Damn rain.
Yeah, it's always raining up there too.
No, just down there.
Huh. Anyway, but yeah,
Beyonce's
no,
going.
no, Lil Kim's
Don't
ass
go,
was.
Beyonce, please.
Lil Kim was talking about putting Sprite cans in her mouth. I said, "Oh, I should not be listening to this. Change."
Well, there was mad rumors around like about her too that I won't repeat, but I had to ask my mom. I was scared to ask her like, is that possible? They have to pump your stomach for that?
What, putting a Sprite can in your mouth?
No, there
Oh,
was.
oh,
I
the
think
rumors. Oh, the rumors.
the rumor. I think the rumor was that it was on Hot 97. I guess they started it, and they was like, yeah, she had like maybe 2 gallons of man juice in her stomach, and they had to get pumped.
Jesus, ew.
Yeah, that was that. They were that freely on the radio.
That's some nasty shit. Ew.
Vinny says Beyonce would have a good career even if Aaliyah was alive. There's enough room for everyone on the billboard. Yeah, but
Exactly.
I don't really think that she would have that much success. I don't think so. And if anything, Aaliyah probably would have went towards fashion, and she would have done the Selena thing, which another person I think would have blown up or been huge if she was still alive. Selena, rest in peace.
Selena y los Dinos.
I'm mad at you.
Anything for Salinas.
Yes, yes. And that movie always pops up on you when you're like just chilling and just like whatever you're doing, you will stop and watch Selena.
I
I really,
always catch it right when they get ready to do bitty bitty bumba. I catch it right there every time, and I watch it.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
ever catch it from the beginning when she was playing in little festivals and fairgrounds and shit, and it was like 10 people in the audience. Like I never catch it there. I catch her when she
And
blow up.
that brings me back to the point where I think they need to come back with some more behind the scenes, or behind the music type shit, so y'all could see that it wasn't about uploading a song to SoundCloud and it went viral. We have to show the hard work that came behind molding yourself as an artist, and as well as the hit and misses.
In
You know
20,
they
in 20 years, if unsung is still a thing, just imagine how quick that show would be. They couldn't dedicate an hour to a lot of these artists.
see Vicky Vicky agrees with me. Thank you, Vicky. She's like she thought the same thing about Rock the Boat. I thought she was talking about I'm gonna be the captain, and then now I'm gonna be the person that throws the anchor down. Change positions, work it for me, work it, work it.
Nah. Absolutely not. Well, let me just ask you this, and then we'll jump into another topic. What did you think Genuine's Pony was about?
I legit thought it was about a horse.
You know what?
Riding my pony. What's the pony's name? What is his name? Hector?
Oh my God.
What was the pony's name? What did my mom just used to like my mom, I kid you not,
Oh
she
gosh.
would look at me and just shake her head. Like
I'm,
someday,
I'm doing that to you right now.
someday. Like I was literally the blonde in the family. Like I
Did
really
you really miss the whole part where he says, if you're horny, let's do it? Did you miss that part?
I didn't know he said horny. I thought he said if you're what did I thought he said?
At first, I thought he said, if you're hungry. And then I was like, wait a minute, I got to listen
Yeah.
a little bit.
No, I thought he said if you're homie, if you're homie.
Oh my God. Mm-mm.
Okay, I'm your homie, so I'll ride the pony. Lord, please help me. Lord, please.
Oh,
That's what I thought he said. If you're homie, let's go.
nah.
Look, I was innocent, okay, until the
And very
corruption.
naive.
I was very much, my sister used to just say, you know what, I'm gonna wait till you're older. I'm like, but we're the same age. She's just like, you need to have more life experience before I even attempt to tell you what
I
these.
heard that song in the sixth grade and knew what the hell he was talking about. If you're horny, let's do it. Ooh, he's being nasty and they're playing it on the radio.
I didn't even have my first kiss till I was in the 10th grade. So as you guys know, I was very much innocent and you know, I was just like a dork. Okay. I was a dork. I mean,
Oh, Jesus. I
I
mean,
was
I,
a dork.
I wasn't the
I
it girl either, but God bless.
When you look at Murder Urkel, I'm gonna find an old picture of me. When you look at Murder Urkel, Murder, I don't know how to
Myrtle
say it.
Urkel?
Steve Urkel's cousin.
I saw an old picture of you.
I look just like Steve Urkel's cousin, and
Stop it.
people used to tease me behind that. I had the
Stop
big round glasses, and you know, only thing I was missing was me saying, "Did I do that?" But I really, I kind of related to Steve Urkel. I really, really did.
it. A lot of us did, but didn't really want to admit it.
I was like, I hope I find my Laura someday.
And
So
then,
now my man and I, we're both dorks. So it's great.
and then she was being a total dick and kept giving the old boy the swerve. That bitch didn't deserve him. Anyway,
Vicky says to wrap this up, she says, I think during the time those Genuine songs came out, I was on the list listening to Deborah Cox. Oh yes, Deborah Cox. How did you get here? I'm like, how did he get there? Did he climb to the window?
you know what? Next topic.
Nobody's supposed to be here. I'm like, okay, so tell him to leave.
I've tried that love thing for the last time. My heart says no, no, absolutely not.
No, she was really an amazing singer.
Slept on, heavily slept on.
Yes. Shout out to Graveyard Entertainment. Yeah, y'all reach out to Graveyard Entertainment for all of your playlist needs. Yes.
Oh goodness, why is Walmart trying to play these rappers, man? They got little baby's chain on sale for $69.99 at your neighborhood Walmart.
Are
Uh,
are chains are chains really still a thing?
uh, yeah, yeah.
Chains? Like I still don't.
They got Lil Yachty's, they got Uzi Verts, they got Migos, they got all the rapper shits in Walmart. You can get it online. You won't probably won't see it in the store, but you can get it online.
Why on earth would someone want to rock a fake ass chain?
Because, bruh, what we just got through talking about these artists counting money in videos and rapping about shit they ain't got. At least look the part.
I mean, y'all didn't know what y'all didn't learn when my cousin threw that dude's chain into. Did you see what he did?
I heard about it.
Yo, this dude. Shout out to John the Don. My cousin was in a battle rap cipher session thingy, and the kid went on stage and they was battling, and this dude, and this is going down in battle rap history. Took off, like ripped his chain, like took off,
Like Ti did to Nunu, just ripped that shit right off his neck.
he ripped that shit and threw that shit in the audience with like a clever ass bar. So I'm like, y'all still ain't learned yet that y'all can't be doing that.
That's why Hitman Holler he tucks his chains because yeah, ain't nobody
Yeah,
got
he ain't
time for that.
coming. Graveyard says same reason they've been rocking fake and rented chains. Yeah, I mean,
Hey, what old boy
what's
say? What old boy say? I'm just gonna tuck mine in. My
yeah?
grandmama give me this chain. I'm just gonna tuck mine in. Yeah, you better tuck it. Shit.
I just never understood. Like, I was like, a chain? I mean, is that the next thing? Is that the next wave of merch I have to come out with? Is chains for y'all?
I wasn't above that idea, but
Uh oh.
but no. You see these artists out here with five, six, seven, eight choker chains and all of them clinking, sound like this against each other. That's what
Right.
that shit sound like. Yeah, yo, check me out. I'm flossing. I got my ice. I got my money. Like don't do that.
Vinny says that goes to show you don't need an expensive chain because people can replicate it.
And
Of
that shit
course.
look just like the real thing. The only difference is uh Walmart. It is not Walmart that's selling it. It's third party type deal. It's just going through Walmart. It's just CZs and sterling silver. That's all.
Hmm.
But for $69.99, you could also be four pockets full.
How does the jeweler the jeweler feel about that? Because isn't that like a their design?
I mean, intellectual property, yeah. Yeah, they can. Walmart and whoever else the third party is, they can get sued for that.
They're idiots then. Why?
And
Why?
and so little baby was like, "Yo, Walmart got me fucked up. He about to take legal action, which he should."
Vicky says if you watch the show Black as
Black as
fuck,
fuck.
the producer of the show has a chain. Yeah, it's everything like that. That's the one thing I just can't stand. I'll be like I'll be just like going on XXL, another bullshit website, and you'll be scrolling and it'll be like so and so just bought $150,000 chain. I'm like,
Why?
of stores. They bought $150,000 chain of stores, right? They're building businesses and neighborhoods that they grew up in, right? Those are the chains we're talking about, right? And of course, no, it's an ugly fucking chain.
Cause when 6ix9ine got out, the first thing he did was got a custom rainbow shark piece. And that bitch is big and chunky. Like that's the first thing you decide to do when you get out of jail is go to the jeweler and get this big clunky ass, sounding like two Sprite cans knocking on each other ass chain. That's what you decide to get. All right.
Vin, Vinny says the jeweler won't care because they already got paid. Yeah, but that's still their design. That's still they designed that, right? I mean, they didn't just like put the jewelry in it. They literally had the shit molded and made a certain way for that artist or person client.
If you're able to take a 200, I'm just gonna throw a number. If you're able to take a $200,000 idea and sell it for $69.99, who's the dummy?
Right.
Who is the dummy?
See, that's why now I'm like, if I was to come out right now as a rapper, just strictly a rapper, not even a producer and none of that, y'all will never fucking hear from me ever. This Avril Lavigne rapping ass bitch. The fuck is she talking about? What does she mean? Vibrate? Do you know my vibes? What the fuck is a vibe? Is it drugs? Like I already know. I already know. That's why I'm like, yo, honestly,
This emo rap ass bitch
this
ass.
dark, hot topic face ass bitch. Like I can't be gothic. I can't.
And,
I
and
can't
then
do.
it and then it's this one. She wants to be white so bad.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite. Oh my
She wants to
god,
be white so bad. Oh my gosh.
that's why I left my profile, especially around when this whole situation went down with the riots. I left my profile picture black and white for a reason. So every motherfucker, how dare you? I'm like, but I'm black. Ain't nothing black about you. I'm blickety fucking black.
She's
Well,
black,
your
blacker than
dad,
black, blacker than black, blacker than that.
somebody in your family must be white. No, we're all black. Blickety fucking black. Yes, my father is blacker than me. My grandfather is blacker than you. So Graveyard Entertainment says celebrity worship will make people buy anything real or fake. Just feel like whoever they worship. Facts. I don't worship none of these damn celebrities, man. Like, come on. These motherfuckers die, eat, sleep, shit, and bleed like the rest of
You
us.
got some people that'll go beyond the chain. They will go and get tattoos like their idols. That's
For real.
that's that's a different type of sick right there.
Shout out to Esquire Music, one of the dopest producers out here.
Excuse me. I'm kidding. Excuse me.
No, they
What
be
did you
so
say?
they be look. What makes me laugh is that you got all these people that do these broadcasts and stuff, and they don't know nobody. They just be like, "Hey, what's up, so and so, blah 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 blah. What's up, blah 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 blah." I'm like, I know who you are. I be watching you, and I
Mm-hmm.
wish you the best. I wish you the best. That's what I
Right.
do.
Right.
I know everybody. I try to know everybody.
But I don't want to know everybody. I'm fine
I
knowing
want to
that.
know I know everybody. Some people I'd be throwing them the fuck off. I'd be like, yo, how's your mom doing? How is she feeling? Much better? And they're like, you never talk to me. How do you know? I'm like, I know. I read your post and, I wanted to give you some time, but is your mom okay? Is she all right? They're like, yeah, she's fine. Thank you for asking, Mix. And then they love me. And I'm like, what? This is what you're supposed to do. You want to be in the public eye and shit. So I
Yeah.
always say, people got 100 followers and be like, follow me. I want more followers. I'm like, do you know the people that you're following? Like, do you know who they are? Do you even check in on them? Do you like, come on, like if you
Case
can't
case in
keep
point.
tabs.
Yeah. Case in point. I mean, I have over 800 some odd quote unquote friends on Facebook. I know about a good 130.
I got 4,000 something.
I mean, everybody else, we connected just music wise or podcast wise or whatever it is. But yeah, my goal in life, well, it's not a goal because it's actual reality, is to talk. I just don't want to meet a lot of people. I don't. I don't.
Right.
I just want a tight circle, so tight it's close to a dot. Like I really don't want to know a lot of people. I don't want to be known as that person that knows a lot of people. I know of a lot of people and I have associated with a lot of people, but I don't know a lot of people. That's a difference.
Yeah, I never liked that shit. Esquire Music says followers don't show your worth as much as human being. And he also says chase your legacy, not numbers. Yeah, people be so fucking crazy over numbers. Over fucking numbers. I'd be like, look, if I have 5,000 followers and only 20 people are hitting like on my shit, what is the possibility that perhaps the rest of the motherfuckers just don't fuck with you? They
Hmm.
just don't care. So now your post has to go through those people who don't fuck with you first. And that's why your shit ain't being clicked on and it ain't being seen. Shout out to Miko Coletti. Shout out to him. Dope ass artist that I met on another page.
Why does he sound like a Grand Theft Auto 3 character?
He does, right? His,
My
yo,
name is Nico Coletti.
his bars is just as lethal though. I'm not even gonna front. Vicky says, I follow a radio personality and DM the person periodically. However, I do not know the radio personality personally. Yeah, I be DMing artists out of nowhere. Like, hey, that song that you have on your page is pretty dope. You should really be doing your thing to push it. They're like, I don't got no money for promo. I was like, I ain't offering.
Nobody said all that. Jesus. Shit.
You got a banger. I think you have a banger. I will give you some tips and tools on how you can, you know, better your journey if you'd like. But I just was complimenting your shit. Like, fuck
Right.
you then. I didn't have to take my time out to write nothing. Graveyard says people actually make social media seem so taboo sometimes. It can't always be about selling shit. Yeah, like, he didn't say shit, but I did. Because people be hitting me up straight off to sell me shit all the time.
Yeah, just a simple hi will do.
Yeah.
I don't
And
need
y'all
your
pyramid
beats. I don't
scheme.
need your graphics. I don't want to sell no tea. I don't want to drink any tea. I don't want no fake ass weed so I can croak and die thinking I'm getting high somewhere. I don't want you to sell me shit unless it's Girl Scout cookies and you're coming to my house. Like, I don't want none of that shit.
If it's Girl Scout cookies, it better be the mint. Um, yeah. See, now I want some Girl Scout cookies. Are Girl Scouts even out? Um,
Are they made from real Girl Scouts?
Vinny says, Vinny says, stacking up that crypto bag, make that into a full song and add more lyrics, sis. Yo, crypto bag was just it was a diss track. It wasn't anything, crazy. But if y'all really liking it, I'll try to find somebody else that could fulfill that second verse, guys. Graveyard says promo pages have made it harder on music fans. They just want to give a compliment. Yo,
Because promo pages ain't even promo pages, they're bots.
what is promo? This is what I want to ask. Like I be with these mofos be climbing into my DMs talking about I can get you promo, and I'm like, really? Tell me how? Because I like to fuck with them. I'm like, how? And they're like, I can get you 10,000 streams on Spotify. I'm like, really? How? Oh, well, you just give me Cash App. Okay, but you're not telling me how. Well, you see, we have people following our organic playlist. I said, okay, great. But how do you know they're going to like my music? Oh, well, they I'm like, but how? And I just keep asking them, how the fuck do you know that these people that are following your playlist is going to play my shit? Please tell me.
They're not. They can't guarantee
They,
it. They just want your money. That's
they,
why
they,
that's why he hollered Cash App first before he even tried to attempt to describe.
it's not even that because I give a shout out to all the playlist curators that actually sit down and curate this shit. But I'm like, yo, so tell me what playlist that is, and I listen to it. I'm like, how the fuck do you go from yo, I'm banging in the streets, bitches in my sheets too, and I'm on the road
Oh my
again. I'm just
gosh.
wait. So we went from hip hop to country, like this whole, and the playlist has 160 something songs. Who the fuck listens to 167 songs on the playlist?
If it's mine, maybe, but no,
I don't even listen to my music like that.
or
I be
not
making
my,
my
or not my music. No, 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 no. Mm-mm.
I don't even listen. When I curate playlists, they're for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, look, okay, so this month of May, okay, everybody can't have a fucking banger every fucking week. Everybody, you can't fucking do that. You're not giving us enough time to get to know you as an artist. That's why when I drop songs, I drop one song. So when I get to the 12th month, you're gonna get hit with an EP, maybe some additional 3 songs or so. But y'all are just dropping songs left and right. Oh, I got a new banger, sis. What? Okay, I'm still
How?
digesting the last one.
I'm back to you. How? You just dropped a song
Oh,
last week. Let that joint breathe.
you're dropping songs every fucking week, then just drop an EP. Why are you making it so hard for yourself? I'm like, so now your fan base, like you could drop a hot ass song and people may be like, yo, that shit is hot. And then you go and drop a follow-up track, and then people's like, nah, this shit is not. So now you negated the first shit because you threw out some trash.
Hmm. But it's a banger.
It's a banger. Everybody can't have a fucking banger, guys. Like it's just it's not possible. And what you should do in between your bangers is you should be uploading footage, do blogs or something. Let us get to fucking know you. I swear to God, there's been some artists that I can't stand their fucking music, but their personality is dope. So I'll watch their YouTube because I like their style. I like how they are. You know what I'm saying? I may not fuck with your music, but if it's 2 out of 3, we good.
If it's 2 out of 3.
Graveyard said, sounds like one of our playlists, Minx. Not that random, but we just throw shit we like at random sometimes. No, but they actually Graveyard Entertainment is actually doing the damn thing though. I'm not even gonna front. So again, some of the artists that are tuned in, yeah, everybody keeps hitting me up on Facebook like, how do I get in contact with a curator? You guys always keep talking about curators. Come to Twitter where
Yeah,
these
Twitter has become the curator
central.
central. Yeah, I've noticed everybody's doing that now.
Everybody's doing it. But the question is, oh shit. The question is,
You
I got
fucking up.
scared by my lights.
You
The
fucking up.
question is, are you doing it right? Because I had this dude, I'm not gonna front. I paid this company. I said, look, boom, I want to promote this song, right? I go and I look at my analytics. I hit them right the fuck back and said, give me back my money. Well, why? Is there, and you know they weren't from here. Why? Is there something wrong, Miss Minx? I'm like, yes, there's something wrong because you're playing my fucking shit from one IP address. Well, these are our number one playlists. I was like, you are playing my music from one IP address. So at that point, I said to myself, I'm just buying the programs. That's what I did. $700 later.
Damn.
Thank you, Trump.
Ugh.
Fuck it. Right? I'm like, yo, you can't be a radio station unless you have the tools that you need to get shit popping. So I said, okay, boom. I'm gonna buy the program. I'm gonna study the program. And trust me when I say all these mofos that are climbing into your DMs on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, they're all using the same program. But the difference between me and them is that I ain't gonna fucking hit y'all up for money. I ain't gonna do that, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show y'all how to use the program. And then we gonna tell these motherfuckers, guess what? We don't need your assistance. But thank you.
All right. Well,
And then if you want to make money doing what you want to do, then fine. But it's time to take the power back. Take back the power. To stop
I mean,
investing money.
look. Not everybody can be a producer. Not everybody can be an artist. Not everybody can be a DJ. Not everybody can do graphics. Not everybody can do curating. Not everybody can do podcasts. Not everything is for everybody.
It's a wave. And Vicky,
It's
to
a
answer
wave.
Vicky says, I can't keep up with curating my playlist. So if I curate a playlist, I might not even update it. Well, here's the best part, Vicky. There are free programs out here that you can actually have your playlist updated for you. So you can have it set for, okay, 30 days, this artist drops. And then when everything drops off of the playlist down to zero, then you can start over. They don't tell you that. What you found out at the RTIM show.
Free
They getting some
jewels.
free, free jewels.
Free jewels.
Get them. Get them. Reach out for them.
Don't be greedy now. Excuse me. Speaking of chains, um, somebody earlier had asked your opinion on it, and I figure we can go ahead and talk about it. I think it was DJG1 that asked about the whole NBA YoungBoy Jay Prince situation. So what happened was, for those that don't know, YoungBoy got his chain yanked. Jay Prince got it back to him. And for those that are aware of who Jay Prince is, then if you know, you know. If you don't, Google's your homie. So
It really is.
yeah, that's gonna be in my next shirt design watch. Um, and
Oh,
so yeah, and so exactly. See, you know,
I'm writing that down for you just in case you forget.
because you know I will. Um, and Jay Prince kind of took the wrong approach to it. He went on social media and basically told Young Boy's business, saying that he got a call from the people who had ran up in Young Boy's house, and he divulged some of what was missing. But he managed to get the belongings back to Young Boy, who in turn went on Instagram and said, "It's none of your business. Stay out my business. There's plenty of ways to get in touch with me. Don't get on the internet and do none of that publicly. Don't start dealing with all of that. I'm good on that. Mind your business." So
Mm,
it wasn't even a thank you first. It was a straight up mind your business. Young Boy, and your name
damn.
fits you well. You need to do your homework, player.
Mm. Does he not know who Jay Prince is?
That's what I'm saying. Google is your homie. If he could
Uh,
stop a Pusha T Drake diss,
he gonna be dead. I give that shit
I
2 months.
mean, I
He better
mean,
come back and apologize.
and something else had gotten taken from another artist, and he was able to get that back. This so Young Boy wasn't the first person that he basically saved, but
Hmm.
Young Boy just, he young and stupid. And, man, mind your fucking business. You ain't gotta tell everybody I got robbed, because he probably was gonna tell it anyway. Dumbass rappers. And but Jay
Maybe he
Prince,
just wants to be the one to break it to his fans that he got robbed. Why does being robbed make you look weak?
well, it's not even that. It's just that, and while I kind of agree with Young Boy, what happened to me personally should not be discussed publicly, especially if I didn't ask you to divulge that information. However, this is how he should have said it. However, I am grateful that my belongings were returned. So while I'm thanking you, don't do that publicly. Don't. You could have called someone to get in touch with me. We could have chopped it up on the phone and it would have been pieced up.
Word.
But
Yeah, that
he,
makes sense. But Jay Prince, I mean, come on, guys.
once again,
Ooh,
he's
that's
somebody like. Speaking of Jay Prince, in this culture, it's kind of like speaking of the mafia, and I'm not trying to equate the two, but it's that myth about him because he does have
ooh, that's
connections.
the music mafia kind of.
Yeah, he has connections, and it's like I said, if he's able to stop a diss beef from going further, because Drake claimed he had something that was going to quote unquote end Push's career, which was never going to happen. And Jay Prince stopped that and was like, nope, that ain't happening. And then that was the end of that.
Well, what do you think it was?
Well, after Push came out with 40, which is Drake's producer, and he was talking about how 40 had, I think it was sickle cell or some stuff, and, dug into all of that. To me, Push won. But when Drake came out with the teaser, like, yeah, I got something else. It's going to be so disrespectful. Like, Drake ain't that guy. And Jay Prince knew that. So he felt he had to stick his toe in and say, hey, look, nah, we ain't going to do all that, because Drake was probably going to get hurt. I think.
Who?
Because we know Drake
Him?
ain't that guy. And
Yeah.
because he is backed by Jay Prince found him and brought him to Lil Wayne. So Drake is always going to have that connection to Jay Prince for that. At the same time, I don't think you should just run to him every time you get in a jam, because you got yourself into it.
Mm.
But we will never know what Drake had to say because it got deaded.
Well, I got a feeling that that whole situation might be like revisited in the future.
We'll see what happens if you get robbed another time. Jay Prince ain't gonna step in, and next thing you know, he might just.
Hmm.
I don't want to wish nothing like that on nobody.
Gotcha, bitch.
Basically,
That's exactly how that shit's gonna go down.
basically.
That's how that's gonna go down.
But
Yep.
let's go ahead and get into your man's real quick. See, Mink's got a lot of manses in them's.
Man's in them. Hmm.
Mans in them. Drake is one of the mans in them.
Somehow.
Somehow. Cause you be having dreams about him. That's just sick.
It's like I hate him, but I just
You
I
just
like him too.
you just want to give him a piece and break his heart.
Yeah. Just so he can
You
write
want to
some
be
songs.
you want to be Rihanna so bad, don't you?
What? Gino says that shit, and I'm like, yo, really? With all the people, there's Stacey Dash. There's
No, 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 no. No, I'm gonna
both
say
of them.
Rihanna because y'all got similar upbringing. Both of y'all,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
both Caribbean, both
Hmm.
Caribbean. Well, Rihanna's more Caribbean than me.
I mean, she from the islands, but
She's like from
you're adjacent.
yeah. Antigua is adjacent from Barbados.
Yeah, see, you around the corner, y'all cousins. Anyway,
Well, curry is curry.
well, don't tell them that.
Exactly.
Curry is not curry. You don't have. Yeah, okay, all right, all right. Forget I said anything. Fuck it.
I can't with you.
Curry is not curry. You don't have the right spices. Okay, I didn't ask. Just give me some. I don't want no
You
goat though. Just give me some chicken and I'm good.
what? You don't like curry goat?
I don't like goat. Someone the one time I tasted goat, and while I did like the rice and the spices and all that, the goat was a little too chewy for me. I didn't like it.
I
So,
hate this Apple Watch.
huh?
I hate these Apple Watches. They just,
Oh, you got them.
yeah,
Uh,
I got it. Ain't nothing too crazy. The only feature I like on here is, I guess, the walkie-talkie, so I can curse Gino out at any second's notice.
oh my gosh. You're gonna be sitting in there, and he's gonna be sitting in the living room watching TV, minding his business. What the fuck you doing? Brrr. I'm sitting here
Wa-
watching TV. Beep beep.
Watch.
Get up and cook. Brrr. Beep beep. You get up and do it. It's gonna be that all day long. And then Gina's
Watch.
gonna be like, "What are y'all talking about? What's going on?"
Watch. Wait. Are you gonna make some coffee? Thank you.
Yo, this I can't. I cannot. I cannot. I cannot. What you not gonna do, however?
I feel like a Power Ranger with this shit.
Nah, y'all remember? I don't know how old y'all are, but
Like
y'all
a
remember.
walking.
Y'all remember the Dick Tracy watches? They used to talk and shit. I used to have one of those.
Yeah, this is what it feels like. I feel like I'm in Dick Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, babe. I'll hit you as soon as I get up out of here. Gina had me laughing though. She was like, "Sick of that. I love you. Bye."
Oh.
No, the Gina, when we got the watches, like, she was so fascinated by this. So, he was just like, "Don't let her wear it because she's gonna want to keep it." So I was like, "It's all right. Sure, I trust her." Man, it took me a whole day to get this shit back.
Mm-hmm. You
I
didn't
said,
gave her a
"Gina,"
new toy. That's why.
Please. She said, "I want to talk to Daddy." I said, "Okay, but you could talk to Daddy while my hand is up like this." But it's the same shit like everything else. An expensive paperweight.
Mm-hmm. At
It's all
least it, at
good.
least it works and it looks better than your old paperweight.
Yeah, everything is red and black, like the colors.
Yeah.
I had to do it.
But
Well,
back to your man's in them.
yeah.
So he got himself a number one with your girls in them.
Mm.
And he went on to make a video with him and his homeboy in an empty ass room, popping champagne, N words everywhere. You can't stop us. We got a number one. What I tell you, you can't stop me. This, that, and the boop, boop, boop. And well, let me see if I can play the audio here without getting flagged. Let's see.
Yeah, he
Didn't I tell you, nigga? Fuck you, I can't be stopped, nigga. Didn't I tell you? Stop playing with me. And we got blackball. You can't blackball me. You can't. Listen, I'm telling you, I'm going on a 7-day rant. You better, listen, you better unfollow me because I'm going on a 7-day rant. Y'all try to blackball me on radio. Y'all try to blackball me on radio. Apple Music, Spotify didn't give us no playlisting. Fuck they talk about? I can't be stopped, nigga. I can't be stopped. Number fucking one, nigga.
Yeah, so that's what he decided to. Did y'all catch all of that?
uh, that's crazy.
But he
I mean,
got his number one, and Billboard has to give it to him. I mean, they took him off the shit, but they got to give it to him.
but it doesn't count. Okay, because I already saw what he did from a mile away. Okay, what he did was
Yeah.
very smart, and I tweeted that shit. I don't know if you saw what I tweeted, but I tweeted exactly what his strategy was. Thank you, David. I wrote exactly what his strategy was and why he was able to get to number one. And obviously, it's always surrounding some sort of controversy.
Mm-hmm.
So when they had put it up, give me a second. I was like, damn, I be tweeting a lot.
I do too. I see that I do that a lot more now.
Yeah, I noticed. So I said, so XXL magazine put up, the reaction of how he was for going number one. And I said, so you faked your last video numbers, knowing you wouldn't get credit for it, just to re release the same video and still hit the numbers needed to make the charts. Foolish move.
That was kind of dumb because you basically wasted money.
You can't do that again.
Yeah, you wasted money on something that you knew you had the power to do. You still got fans out there, surprisingly.
3 million. Because that's how much, again, Spotify had 3 million streams for the
Hmm.
song. YouTube was about 100 million more. So why would you fake that? Why would you fake that? Like, it would have counted the first time if you did it properly,
Hmm.
but he wanted to do it this way. And again, this is what we're now going to have to face: artists that are going to go out and buy streams to make it look like they're popping. And I'm just going to ask them all the same question. When I write it, I put your name into Twitter, into Google search, no one's talking about you.
Well,
So
Justin Bieber kind of sort of got himself into a tight situation when he was telling people how to stream it and VPNs and all of that.
when
And
you get to the point of that as an artist, you're no longer an artist to me.
but see, and the thing with that was they never took Justin's number one away. They never cleared his Billboard charts, but they did 6 9s after he pulled that stunt. And he came out and said that Billboard was playing favorites with who they wanted to get number one. The number one bullet, and he may or may not be right. We don't know. But if Justin did the shit and cheated and got whatever number he got, they should have taken that away from him too.
Yeah, they should have.
And they should have.
Anybody that is instructing, because we all know from this point forward, the only thing you're going to be seeing on US charts is K-pop shit.
And they're
So
taking over.
we need to get used to that because first of all, I take my hat off to the K-pop community because them mofos, they move like hackers,
And
and I love it.
they stand.
They will say,
But they're
what was
happy
it?
stands. They don't attack you.
One of the things that well sometimes yeah, they'll attack you by spamming you to death. Um but what was it? One of the police departments that said that if you want to report somebody, if you see them looting or rioting or whatever, you can go to this database and put in the information and pictures and stuff like that. And those K-pop fans crashed, literally crashed that entire website, where they then tweeted out that police department tweeted out again and said, at this particular time we cannot keep the website up.
Hmm.
So if you got mofos showing out in numbers like that, the K-pop community, there's no way possible you can tell me like we're ever going to bounce back musically. It's just,
Weren't they partly responsible for that failed Tulsa Trump rally?
yeah, not partly, not partly.
It was some of
They
them. It was K-pop. It was the K-pop community, the TikTokers, and all of these internet kids.
Yeah, they bought like they made it appear that all those seats were taken and it wasn't. I mean,
Yo,
that's what I'm
that
here for.
now that's a gotcha, bitch.
That that's what I'm here for. If we're going to be using social media and you have an extensive fan base like that and your fans can actually take action like that, fucking dope.
Use it for good. Love to see it. I love to see
Use it
it.
for good. And maybe I will stream you know, one of those songs that I don't
I have
really
no
like.
idea what they're talking about.
Some of them beats be knocking though. I'm
Yeah,
not
they
even going
do.
to front.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not even going to front, but you know, all I
Uh,
have to say is that I hope more people will use their platforms for good. Even my platform, my plan is to use it for good. I want to start investigative journalism, but I ain't trying to die over this shit either.
Absolutely not.
So I may uncover some Illuminati shit and Minx hung herself in the bathroom. Oh, what? I'll tell you this right fucking now.
She didn't
I
do
will
it.
never, I ain't hanging myself. I ain't hanging myself. I don't have plans to commit suicide. I love my life, as fucked up as it's been, but I will never resort to that. The only way I'm leaving this planet is if God calls me home naturally, or, because I did a lot of crazy shit, maybe cancer. But I'm just saying,
Wow.
I will never take my own life if I decide to go into investigative journalism, which is coming.
Uh-uh.
That's coming next. Because you know what? I had somebody call me out about that, and I felt some kind of way. But they called me out personally, and that's why I respected them. And they literally said to me, "You know, Minx, I've watched you go from artist to now a podcaster, blogger, but all you talk about is music and entertainment. Don't you think you want to use your platform to talk about issues going on in the Black community?" And I hit them back with, "Well, I don't mind doing that, but it's becoming a trend.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't know who's a psyop. You don't know who's real. You don't know who's a government person." Thank you, Vicky. I just, if I decide that that's a
Man, it took
route
me a
that
whole
I
day to
want,
get this shit
Oh
back.
boy. Turn that down.
oh, I want to say, well, I thought it was my phone.
Yeah, it's my
If
phone.
I, if I decided that I wanted to go into some street soldiers type shit, it ain't gonna just be me. I ain't doing this shit by myself. We all gonna go down. All of us.
All right, Nino. All right, Nino.
we we're all down. We're all going down. But I would love to do a street soldiers type of discussion forum. You know, nothing too crazy. And you know, I'm hoping that I can, if I can get a bunch of people that can actually talk about issues and not be ratchet. You know, because shout out to Lisa Everts, but you know, there's a lot of shit going on social media, and Lisa Everts is kind of getting older, so she's not really on the up and up about what's been going on the
Mm-hmm.
digital world. So
Well,
if that's
she's
something I
trying
might
though.
do, she's trying, you know, but it's different now. You know, you got the youth of today that is tired and they're also standing up to what's been going on. So I don't mind creating a platform from it for it. But again, I ain't trying to die over this shit either. But if I have to, and it's for a good cause, and it's going to change the world for my little one, I don't mind. But I ain't trying to die.
Not by herself. Not without dragging a whole team of people with her.
Y'all all coming with me. All 10 people from the Woke Woke Show has hung themselves from trees.
And I'm gonna be the one at home. That bitch didn't do that. She said she wouldn't do it. I don't know about the rest of them, but Minx didn't do that shit.
Vic said that she was not going to do it. She would never do that.
So
But we'll see.
somebody got some splaining to do.
Somebody got some explaining to do because it seems that everybody that has come out and said, I do not have plans of killing myself. I love myself. I love my life. They wind up dead.
You know what? And it be the ones that you least expect. And that's the
Yeah.
shocking part about it. Because you don't know people's, mental health and all that.
Yeah. And suicide was trending yesterday on Twitter. And all I have to say to y'all is that
I think this is
it,
what they call Suicide Prevention Month, along with everything else that's
no,
been going
some
on.
dude jumped out of a window yesterday.
I'm sorry, excuse me.
Yeah, there was a dude that was associated with this pizza gate stuff. And yeah, he jumped out the window and died.
Jesus.
47 floors.
God. Mm. That's. I was sitting there watching something yesterday. We're going to get off of that because I really like talking about it. But yesterday I was watching on YouTube Dark Side of the Ring, and they talked about the death of Owen Hart. And they said just knowing that the last few seconds of his life, he knew he was done. And the last
Mm.
thing he was telling people was to look out because he didn't want to hurt people on the way down. And,
Mm.
and they said he fell like 100 some odd feet from the top of the arena in Kansas City, all because they had some bootleg rigger. Because for those that follow wrestling, he was the Blue Blazer. And they tried to do like a Sting esque type entrance, and they switched riggers at the last minute, and he had some little cheap ass rig on, and he accidentally hit the clip, and he fell 118 feet.
See, that's why I stopped watching wrestling. Like I stopped watching wrestling because of that shit.
I mean, people say it's fake, and for the majority of it is, but when you have accidents like that, and there was one where Rey Mysterio he wasn't part of WWE then. He had a out of circuit wrestling match. He went to do his signature move. He ended up breaking the neck of his opponent and he died.
Mm.
So yeah, I mean, accidents do happen, but you know,
Well, maybe I'm just getting old because I never you know imagined some of the greats that have died in that.
hmm
And I never thought, I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking these are superheroes. They can't die. They don't get hurt a little bit, but they ain't gonna die. And then when you start, and it's been a big surge of wrestling deaths, like a huge surge this year.
yeah, I mean, because of old injuries and pill addictions and heart attacks due to the medicine they were taking. I mean, it's a lot.
Mm.
And then Undertaker just retired after 30. Yo, Undertaker it was one of, well, I'm not gonna say was because he's still here. He was one of those wrestlers that I was scared to watch in the dark,
I used to love when when he got knocked down and he'll sit up and he'll just look at the audience like,
and the
what
audience
them
just
things
go crazy. Him,
crazy.
him, and Jake the Snake Roberts. Those were the two wrestlers that I was scared of growing up.
Sting scared me.
Yo, Sting was I liked Sting.
Sting scared me. I don't know what it was about Sting.
And
Oh, you know what? Because he kind of remind. I think it was because I was devastated. My favorite movie is The Crow,
yeah,
and Brandon Lee was like I was in love with Brandon Lee. And I'm here I am as a kid, I'm watching The Crow, right? Religiously. My mom's like, "What is it about this fucking movie that you?" I'm like, "Mom,
look at
I just love him." So I go and I'm watching, and my mom nonchalantly, like, "Oh, he's dead, right? Like he's not
him. Damn.
living. He's." I was like, "What?" So we had AOL dialed up and shit. You know what I'm saying? I go and I'm, searching, come across how he died, and then found out at night, oh my God, he's Bruce Lee's son. Oh my God, they got a fucking curse in that family.
You
Oh
know
my God.
what? Yeah.
Oh my God, killed by a prop. And I was just like, I was very bothered by that because I really liked him and I loved that movie. Vicky says, I'm thinking about wanting to start a podcast. However, I'm still trying to think how I'm going to go about doing so. I'll give you 3 tips. Find your niche, find your audience, and find your timing.
And I did none of those. I just started one.
Just,
I did none of that.
I had no idea what my shit was gonna be about. I just said I'm gonna go live one day.
yeah, that's what happened to me. I just went live. And
Yeah.
I was like, I was the one person that did not want to go in front of the camera. I was like, no, I don't want nobody looking at me while I'm talking to
And
him.
now I literally sit on Reddit with like the podcast communities, and when there's people that are getting ready to start a podcast and they have questions, I answer them because I just feel like there was a lot of gatekeeping shit back in the day.
It still is.
No, no, yeah, it still is. Nobody wants to tell you anything. People, oh, what kind of what? Nobody wants to tell me what kind of interface. I'm like, okay. So I started, a blog, and I just was like, check out my blog. I'll show you what you can get for an affordable price or what your budget is and shit. So then I literally just became like a consultant, and I don't mind being a consultant. I just think that everybody has to understand that a lot of the things is about timing, because especially with everything that's going on, you know, everybody pretty much sat down and said, I'm going to do this, I'm going to crack down on this, which is great, but the consistency is what keeps you. Like I haven't done my podcast in 3 weeks, so my listeners are down, and I haven't done my podcast in 3 weeks for a reason. And it's because I have other things that I'm working on, and because family time is very important to me. So I may start up doing my podcast Friday nights again. I may start doing that. But when you look at all the other things that are coming out and you're like, damn, what do you talk about at that point?
Hmm
Especially with those fucking D-list artists that serenading us with ads. Hey, do you like to make music? So do I. And I'm going to tell you the top 10 mistakes that you're making. I'm like, really? You're really? And this other chick, I saw a comment that I died. This chick kept popping up. She's like, hey guys, I used to be on American Idol, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, I'm going to tell you guys 5 ways that you can get into a notable PR agency and get your music out
I'm
there.
sorry, ma'am. If you haven't made it all after being on TV, what makes you think I'm going to listen to you? Number one, I'm going to Google you.
But let me tell you what this comment was. Dude said, every time this bitch pops up on my timeline, her fucking V-neck seems to be getting longer, shorter and shorter, like
That
her
V neck
titty.
looking like a U neck. Ain't that the commercial? When your V neck starts to look like a U neck?
Yeah. Vicky's she says I'm about to start writing content that which I can turn into a script and then discover the name of a possible show. Yes, that's the best thing. I tell everybody to write everything down because if you don't write it down, it's not going to happen because it's just lingering. So when you take out your book and you're just like, this is what I want to do and this is how I'm gonna do it, or I this is what I want to do, but I don't know how to do it, but these are the people I could talk to. At least you're mapping out a blueprint of trying to get into your dream happening. Because ain't nobody helped me with shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I
Same
said
here. I just
I
I
want to
just
start a
dive.
podcast.
I just
hmm
dove in.
I just went on YouTube literally and watched how other people did shit, and I just was like, okay, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. Oh, this is what you do? Okay, I ain't gonna do that either. But the hardest part about it is I would definitely say consistency. I would definitely say S's is not your friend. The hardware and all that stuff that's included with it if you're trying to like leave past station head. But it's all well, yeah, because you know, station head, they I don't know. There's something about their whole joint, the clipping in and out shit is fucked up.
I don't got time for that.
Um, but it's all about just knowing what you want to do. Just know what you want to do. If you know you have a hot topic or a hot concept and you want to do it, just develop it. Develop the idea. That's all I could say. It's to develop the idea, investigate your competitors, and compete. She said, I'm not looking to start investing into equipment when I don't have anything to talk about. So what you do, here's what you do. Do a couple of test episodes. Do a couple of test episodes and then tally up how they did. And then you listen to yourself, and I hate listening to myself. You listen to yourself and you recognize your strengths and try to build off of that.
I can't stand my voice either. I'm not even gonna lie about it. I can't stand it.
I can't stand listening to myself. I listen to myself and I'm like, ew, was I trying to be sexy? Was I trying to be hot?
She
Like,
said,
was I trying to
"Ew."
be really? I listen to,
you can
ew.
you can be your worst critic sometimes.
I am the, yo, I be so hard on myself. I be thinking I'm roasting myself. Like, bitch, I'm gonna fuck you up, but you're me.
Like Jesus, you
No, but
sound like a total dork, but damn it, I can't do nothing about it.
I'm not gonna front though. When I listen to our playbacks, and I be in here cutting up, like just in tears, cracking the fuck up.
Yeah, 'cause you be saying some stupid shit sometimes.
Vicky says, I don't even have Apple Music anymore, so I'm not even on Station Head anymore. So get Anchor. Get Anchor.fm. That's a free app. You can do a couple of tests. You can send me. You could send it to me. You know, the link. I'll listen to it. And if that's something you won't keep, you can. But you don't need any crazy equipment or anything. You can have guests on there as they just have to download the app. Um, you don't need Apple Music or any extensions like that. Just do your thing. You can break it up in segments. You can add music. You can add sound effects. You can do all that stuff. And you could do it with just your headphones. There's a lot of podcasts that I listen to. People do it with just their headphones. Like my homegirl, one of my homegirls, she goes on her little smoke breaks, and she goes for a walk around her block in Brooklyn, and she smokes a blunt. And her whole commentary is so funny. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these motherfuckers, man?
Like, all right.
I be wanting to just like, yo, I got to roll up when I listen to this shit so I can understand your frustration.
Oh, she provides a vibe.
Yeah, she does. And my favorite thing that she says towards the end, and she says, "Don't smoke weed." But if you, what she say? Don't smoke weed. Send it to me. I'll smoke it for you.
No, that's right.
I tell her all the time. I be messaging her. I be like, yo, I be waiting for it. Like I listen to your whole, and I wait for towards the end when you getting ready to say it, and she just starts laughing. I said, but that's how you know you're a good podcaster.
I mean, if you can create a vibe and keep people entertained and glued into what you're saying, I mean, that's chemistry, I would think.
Yeah, I wanted to have her actually come on my show because she had did a really dope commentary about small businesses, and everything she said, I don't care if it was 5 people to listen to it or 500 people to listen to it, but I was going nuts on Twitter. I said, yo, you gotta share this shit for everybody. She goes, it's okay, Minx. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to get stuff off on you. She was going in. She was like, look, whatever income you make from your business, your side hustle, it ain't for no fucking sneakers. It ain't for no fucking phones. You're supposed to be reinvesting that in. And she's just like, all I do is, I do my day job. But she says, but I be watching how y'all motherfuckers be moving like y'all making guap like that. I'm like, yo, I need to share this shit because
She be telling the truth. She telling the truth.
everything she said is some shit that I would want to say, but it sounds better from her because she's a consumer.
Hmm.
So you can't listen to everything from an expert, you know, opinion. I want to hear from consumers. And when
You
she was
consider
going,
yourself an expert opinion?
not really. I try to sound like it, but nah.
I mean, for the most
But
part, you pretty much you know your shit. I mean,
well, it's more like rants though. Like that's why I really felt like I didn't want to have a platform where all I did was fucking rant and it happened anyway. But it's a lot of relatable shit, and it's about the music business. So if I was to get into rants about real life shit, I will be canceled before the next show.
God, nah, you just
I'd
be
be
exposing people low key. That's all that is.
Now it's going to be on a high key vibration for that. But her podcast definitely, like, she doesn't even consider it a podcast. She just says it's like her daily way of getting shit off her chest. And her relationship aspects is dope. Everything she says is dope. I've been telling her she's really good at what she does, but she's not like consistent because she's dealing with regular life and
Hmm.
quarantine and stuff. So I be playing her old shit. And look, I'm listening to it again because I needed that laugh. And she dropped it every Sunday at 11 o'clock in the morning, which was perfect because I was making my breakfast and I just needed to have a chuckle. So and she don't have no equipment. She's doing everything with just her Apple headphones.
Yeah, you don't have to have a $30,000 studio to do something like this. You don't. You really don't.
Yeah, you really don't. I mean, all this shit is just cute. Like it's like these producers and shit. Oh my god, look, I got the most latest. And I'm like, but you don't know how to use it. So what difference? You're still learning the tutorials. Um,
Right,
this is
right.
all great. This is all great. This makes me look like I'm fucking working, but I do the majority of my work on my phone.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to, I ain't trying to play with y'all. Like I'm just trying to be the best that I could be. So I can eventually move this equipment that I have into a bigger space and I don't have to drop the money to do it. See, that's why I did it that way.
Yeah.
Can
Well,
you imagine?
I'm poor anyway, so I can't afford a bunch of shit.
Can you imagine like if we would like get a space and your equipment and my shit, yo, it would look like
Man, we
fucking
be
the
looking like Hot 97 up in that bitch.
all we would have to do is just get like the big like banner and shit.
Hell
Yo,
yeah.
it'll be a wrap. Like people will think that yo, these bitches got money. Like yeah, we do, but we
We
eat
could
cheese.
kind of, sort of, but you know. I
Kind
mean,
of
I
not really.
don't like. I really don't. A lot of my stuff is Amazon. Like I always say, Amazon should sponsor me because Mike's $14 a pop. Mike stands, the boom stands, about $12 a pop. I ordered two and got four. I said somebody lost their job that day. uh,
That's a good accident. That's a happy accident.
that was a dope accident. Actually, I ordered two. That was for me and Wiz, and then actually no, I take that back. I ordered four because I was doing interviews and shit. So I ordered
Hmm.
four and got four.
Mm.
I say, yes, somebody don't know how to read. Thank you. I'm not sending it back. I still have three. I gave one to my DJ partner for his DJ booth, and I still have three new ones in the box.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. All that stuff is just, it's. I love gear, so I will never turn down an opportunity to get gear.
And my friend Kiana, who I used to work with, just carries me all the damn time. She says, "Why do you have a car in your room?" I'm like, "What are you talking about, bitch? You got an Infinity in your room? No, what are you talking about? You just bought a computer. You got the turntables. You got that big ass mixer." I said that mixer was a gift. Okay, the most expensive thing in my room right now is my computer. Everything
Mm.
else is not even like that. I got my KRK secondhand. Everything else is from Amazon, 12, 15, $30 tops a pop. My turntables are about $600, but that's, because I'm getting it off of Z Sounds. But everything
Yeah,
else is like, secondhand pawn shop type shit, and I piece it together and make it look good.
yeah. I always tell everybody that websites like eBay, what else? Let Go. You can definitely make a killing. You never know. Like the little mini computer that I copped, I
Mm-hmm.
paid $50 for it. This shit had like Windows 10 and all this.
Vicky, I'm telling you, that's what happened to me. I put a mic into my shopping cart. I now have six mics. I don't need six mics. I bought my first mic. It was an MXL 900. I got that at a pawn shop for $60. That's my very
Mm,
first mic. I will never get rid of it. But I got
mm.
this bad boy right here, the little gold joint that I use. That Amazon, 11.99.
Yeah, you can get a nice little mic set up for under $100. All you need is a computer. But you don't. See, the thing is that you have mics that are specifically designed. iRig makes a mic for the iPhone, so you don't necessarily have to buy equipment like that. But if you get the iRig, it's actually perfect because that now that goes directly into your phone, and you don't have to think about mixing and all that stuff. And it has really good noise canceling in the background, from what I've heard.
And see, I was buying mics because I wanted to separate the podcast from when I recorded people and myself. So that was why I had extra mics. It was like I had four for the table and I had one for the booth. And then I had two more just because, I guess. I don't know, in case one broke or something. You never know.
Yeah, you
But
always have an extra one. I got XLR cables up the eyeballs.
man, listen, you saw my tote.
Yeah, you saw mine, right?
Right? My
That
mom's
bad
like,
baby.
my mom came to me. She was like, I got this USB cord. I don't know what it goes to. I said, let me get that because you never know. I might be able to put that to something.
Yeah, everything. Like my only thing is that with my mixer, my USB port is loose,
Mine,
and
mm-hmm.
I hate. You know what which one I'm talking about? The shit with the teeth.
Yeah.
Them shits fail so fast. I don't even know why they still designing shit with that. Because the newer ones have like it's like a square in the middle, and then it has the teeth around it. So the older ones was just a box, like the little boxy with the teeth around it. But if you fuck up one of those teeth,
You're
it's a wrap.
done. You're
Yeah.
done. Might as well
Have
just
to
throw the whole setup away.
you gotta throw the whole thing away. So I told my dad, I said, Dad, this look like it's gonna have to go to eBay or something. Because I'm gonna probably get like the Apollo twin or something.
eBay. Vicky, what
Right.
software do you use to record? I have Audacity, but I also use Reaper. My DJ, my producer mentor, rest in peace, put me on to Reaper. It's very easy to use. Your vocals are real crispy, clean. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out how to mix. It's really easy. The thing is, you can. It says to evaluate, and then they'll try to offer you to buy a license. I done had Reaper for like a year now, and I'm still evaluating it. Like it's the license for it is not expensive. It's like $60 or something to buy it lifetime. But yeah, I use Reaper when I
I
record.
use Nuendo. That's what I've been using for years. Nuendo 4. I'm not even up to 10 or 12 or whatever
I
the
gotta say,
fuck
people
these.
still use New Window.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I haven't personally recorded a song in Nuendo since 2014.
Audacity
Um,
was what we used like in the beginning, like when we first started rapping back in the early 2000s. When we upgraded from that Windows recorder, we updated to Audacity. That's what we did.
yeah, I had Audacity when I was trying to clear up some EVPs, but um, I would say, I mean, yeah, Pro Tools, Audacity. I've never tried Reaper. I might have to try it because Nuendo 4 is fucking up on me so bad, and I just can't. I can't do it. The plugins alone are killing me. Um,
Oh yeah, Reaper comes with like a ton of plugins, EQ plugins, all types of effects. I
yeah,
love
and
it. I love it because I can plug in my auto tune box, and it comes in like when I don't have to use. They have like an auto tune like plug in there, but I don't use it because it's not like the way it should be. That's why I just
oh,
plug
you
in my
got hardware.
boxes.
You got hardware.
Once again, that was given to me, free shit, interface and everything. So
Damn, you motherfuckers just couldn't wait.
my cousin was like, "Hey, yo, cuz I got this box, this blue box. I don't know what it's for. Look like something that goes to a guitar." I said, "I'll take it." I had no guitar, and I later found out what it was for, and I was testing it out, and I hooked it up with. This was before the big ass mixer right here. I had my interface, the uh, the tube preamp, and the blue box, and I hooked it all together. Turned that joint on, and I started rapping, and I'm sitting there turning the knobs, don't know what shit means. Next thing you know, I did the playback. I said, "Oh, he didn't give me an auto tune box. Oh shit."
Oh shit.
So, and I called him. I was like, "Thanks, it's auto tune box. Preach."
But
So,
yeah, you'll get it, Vicky. It's a little bit difficult to figure out in the beginning what you want to do, but focus on the ideas first, and the hardware and all that stuff will come.
cause you never
Fo-
know. You reach out to people and they just might send you some shit.
Yeah, you never know. You never know if you may be blessed on the Mixed Manifestation Monday. You may get a mic. We may send you a mic. We've given away so much. I think it was what did I give away?
You gave
I
away
gave
a
away some
you gave away a interface, didn't
USB.
you?
Yes, I gave away USB interface. I actually have extra mics as well.
I have extra
Um,
mics, mic
yeah,
stands.
look, girl, when you manifest that deeper, let us know,
Yeah,
and you
when you
may
ready, we got you.
you never know because we're here to give back, and that's our thing. Oh yeah, on Station Head we gave away $25, and then we paid for a website for one of our listeners that was trying to start his website, which he has finished.
Oh yeah.
And I checked it out and I just felt so happy to see that it was done. I was just like, oh my God, I'm so happy. Um, but yes, anyone that's trying to start a business and they just have that one little obstacle, if we could do something, we will.
That's what we're about: empowerment and helping.
Yes, ma'am. But any final thoughts?
I had this one extra time. Well, actually, we technically still got 30 minutes because I took like 30 minutes trying to figure out the damn. Actually, no, we're right on 2 hours. Okay. Well, last topic. Which one do you want to talk about? The one topic you brought to me, or the one I haven't told you about?
We'll bang yours out and then we'll pick up ours. We'll pick up mine at the top of tomorrow's.
Okay. It's funny you said bang that out because Ron Jeremy has been charged
Yeah.
with. She was like, "We'll bang yours out." Well, all right, because Ron Jeremy was charged with rape and sexual assault of 4 women. If that
Wow.
ain't irony. Yeah, he was charged with raping 3 women, sexually assaulting a fourth. He's looking at $6.6 million bail, maybe. Sentence leads up to 90 years in prison, but he's already down near 70, so he's not going to live that. He's charged with 3 counts of forcible rape, forcible penetration by a foreign object, 1 count of forcible oral copulation, and sexual battery. Ron, bruh, your days are over. Just stop.
All over a tree.
No, he
They
went
try.
from her. No, he went from trying to save a tree to reliving his glory days, bro. Like that's done.
I didn't even hear about that. To be honest with you, that's weird.
Prosecutors allege he raped a 25-year-old at a West Hollywood home May 2014, sexually assaulted a 33-year-old woman and a 46-year-old woman in separate incidents at a bar in 2017, and raped a 30-year-old woman at the same bar in July of last year. What's with you in that bar?
So
Uh,
he's like a serial rapist.
I guess. Another allegation from 2016 was declined by prosecutors because of insufficient evidence. Jeremy, his nickname is the Hedgehog, because he kind of looks like one.
He does kind of look like one.
And he has not aged well at all. And at 67, you should still look somewhat. He looks older than Trump. Like he looks like he got a couple toes in.
I can't.
What?
Wow.
I mean, and once again, like Justin Bieber, he was accused back in May of 2014. What was it about May 2014 that everybody decided to show their ass?
Very rapey.
Very rapey.
Very, very sad. Very rapey. And if that is true, I'm very disappointed. I really did like Ron Jeremy because of the tree.
Yeah, right. We did report that story. He was trying to save his father's tree,
Yeah. And now he's
raping
barking up
people.
the wrong tree. I'm sorry.
And this concludes the Random Talking Indie Music Show.
Now he's barking up the wrong tree. How dare you? Like, come on, man. It's bad enough that men
We started to
are
feel
viewed
bad
as
for you. Like that's the crazy part. Like we started to feel bad for you.
we were rooting for you.
We were all rooting for you.
Come on, Ron Jeremy. I mean, I hope that that's not true. I just hope that everything is copacetic in that aspect. But if he really did rape those women, I will be so devastated because I really, really was hung up about this damn tree.
And
No
for
pun
sure,
intended.
they're gonna cut that bitch.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The minute he gets unfortunately, if he gets convicted and sent away, no, that tree is gone. You can forget it.
With the quickness.
But hate to end it on that note. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and cut it right here. This has been the Random Talking Indie Music Show. Shout out to everybody that tuned in. Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Instagram.
Man, fuck caffeine, man. Them motherfuckers.
Oh, you went on
Every
caffeine? Oh, you didn't do caffeine tonight?
I went on, and there's some battle rap shit on. So I'm kind of wondering. I'm kind of wondering, like,
They done
look,
took over.
yeah, I wasn't thinking about caffeine TV until Minx hopped on. I'm just being totally honest. Ain't nobody y'all taking my coins, but it's okay.
That's
We'll
okay.
try it again. I'm gonna see how it is another day because during the week they're heavy into the battle rap shit. Maybe 7 to 9 is just not a good time to be on there with them because even our usuals they're always apologizing. Minx, I'm sorry, but I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, all right.
Well, que sera, sera.
Shout out to Instagram. I mean, I don't mind paying $25 a month to rock with y'all. So
Right. But yeah, rtimshow.com. Head on over to the website. You'll find our merch. You'll find well, you really won't. Well, you'll find the merch for sure. You can join
you'll
our
find merch, the Discord server.
Discord
Um,
server, the chat box. We're gonna probably be doing some polls soon and get the people a chance to have their input, what they would like for us to talk about, offer some topics to us, and
Or y'all, when y'all join the Discord server, you can actually hop in on the conversations with us.
yeah, you
Um,
sure can.
actually join the conversations with us. Obviously, keep it short and sweet and beautiful, and yeah, you could definitely do that.
Yeah, so head on over there today and become part of the squad. Also,
And
like
yes, keep my internet screets shirt designed
internet
by
screens.
and those are lyrics from the Crypto Bag song that my brother really wants me to finish, but I'm like, I'll probably get around to it.
I mean, that was like an intro track.
You know what? It is an intro track, but again, you know, I had to let these Negroes know. I had to let them know I'm about my cryptocurrency, honey. Y'all can go and get your Hollywood money and hold it up to your ear. I'm all about investments. I'm all about that shit. So,
I never
um,
understood that. But anyway,
oh yeah, I'm learning forex as we speak. Not the pyramid version. I don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about with that, but okay.
I have no idea what that is, but I'm sure you will tell me because I have no idea. See, I'm not up on all that stuff like you are.
I want to make the most money in every currency available. That's why I want my crypto bag.
She wants her crypto bag. But we're gonna be here tomorrow.
Yes, we will.
Tomorrow's what? Tomorrow is Wednesday, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, so we're here Monday through Wednesday from 7 p.m. until whenever we stop talking. As you can see, sometimes we get into our topics and sometimes go over time, but that's quite all right because y'all are here rocking with us. So we're going to go ahead and cut it tonight. We'll be back tomorrow for more random talk, more indie music, more foolery, fuckery, shenanigans, because Minx is full of all of that. And on that note, oh yeah, artists, please submit your music to rtimshow at gmail.com. Spotify MP3s only. If you send me anything else, it's going in the trash. And I don't need to. You go play my track? Nope, because you can't follow directions. And I'm tired of telling y'all to follow directions.
Simple directions.
Simple directions. Spotify and MP3. And please include the artist name and the title of the song. And even throw the producer in there. Always, you know what? That's my rant. Hold on, I got a quick little rant. Why is it that whenever y'all sit here and y'all get these free beats from people and y'all don't ever shout out your producer? You'll sit there and spam people with that track all day long, but you won't even take 2 seconds to put produced by XYZ. Produced
Right.
by Doot Doot Doot. If you have cover art, you never put the producer's name on the bottom of the track. If you got some free shit, give me my free publicity. Like
Most of them just dragged it though, I'll tell you that much.
somebody right now, people, someone that person that you and I know, still promoting that song. My beat. You think they're gonna put my name on that shit? No.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
But I'm just saying, artists, if y'all gonna use these free beats, or even if you're paying for them, shout out your producer. That's my little mini rant. Fuck it. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna leave y'all a track. My homeboy Laraj, he is on Spotify. That's capital L, lowercase Leraj. Please support your local indie artists, producers, graphic designers, clothing designers, restaurateurs, even those who got an OnlyFans. Support them too. We're all here to make money, right? Uh, Call your people, let them know you're checking on them, let them know that you love them. For those who, once again, are contemplating suicide, please don't do that. Please reach out to someone and vent, do whatever you have to do. To my LGBTQIA community, we love you, we stand with you, we stand by you, we support you, and as always, Black lives will always matter. Speaking of that, someone tried to yank down the Andrew Jackson statue in front of the White House. Y'all need a few more ropes for that. But on that note, we're gonna go ahead and head on out.
I can't wait.
Hey, I mean, you need like a what's that thing called? A crane, a wrecking ball. Knock that bitch down. Anyway, we'll see y'all tomorrow night. Good night.
Good night.
Anything I have, you own for the moment. So tell me what you want, and yeah, I'll hand it over. She wants all of the things I treasure, yeah. I'm under her spell, and I love it, love it. Don't know why I love it. Love the way she wants. I'm out of my mind. Everything I like, goodbye. She wants my attention, affection, time, respecting. My freakiness, no tension. My shoes, my pants, my shirt, because she knows what it's worth. My crib, a bag for spending. The love that she ain't getting. She claim it's a one-time thing, oh. I'm like, yo, take my keys, stick 'em in your ignition. I don't normally do this, baby. Take control of the gears, make sure you switch the position. Press the pedal, light or hard. There's only tonight, there's no tomorrow. So do that, do that, do that, do that. Start the ignition. Now let's take off. Big ballin' with me things, yeah. She don't own it. Make her feel like a queen, yeah. Give her money. She want that climax. I'ma let her get it. She loves speed, so I'ma let her feel it. I'm a smooth operator. I'ma let her love what I've got. I'm a smooth operator. She wants my attention, affection, time, respecting. My freakiness, no tension. My shoes, my pants, my shirt, because she knows what it's worth. My crib, a bag for spending. The love that she ain't getting. She claim it's a one-time thing. I got to let you know. Keys, stick 'em in your ignition. Put 'em in ignition, babe. Take control of the gears, make sure you switch the position. Oh, girl, I love the way you drive me crazy. Press the pedal, light or hard. There's only tonight, there's no tomorrow. Do that, so do that, do that, do that, do that. Give me my keys back.